like I've said before, as far as the space program and all that stuff, basically there are life forms on all these planets and lots of other planets, and people who had been around the space agencies and actually been around the White House knew that there were, and had actually been in contact with people like the 1.5 and other life forms, and had actually been trying to get them to build stuff for them. And then once they had built stuff for them, they wanted to go there and basically kill those life forms and then take over and live there, and then eventually maybe come back here and live in paradise on some other planet or something like that, having these other life forms serve them like little slaves or something. But like I said, the 1.5s are not the human slaves, nor are they anyone else's slaves. They are free, and basically, they do their own stuff. So anyway, and a bunch of people expected them to basically be their servants. So anyway, and they didn't realize that they were only 1.5 tall. So like I said, when they eventually did launch and go to Mars or these other planets, they found out that basically most life forms in space are small. So when they got there, they basically realized that there's nothing there but small life forms and little tunnels and little rooms and little biodomes. Anyway, so with little trees, which looked full size. Like I said, a lot of people on Earth had been in contact with these other life forms and had seen the videos of these other life forms, the 1.5, shooting weapons, and even walking around the suit, showing that the suits actually worked. And even saw the biodome, and it looked big with the fountains and the trees and everything. It looked huge, it was big, and it was in this big crater. And it showed them standing next to the spaceship that was built on Mars for them. And it was a advanced spaceship, and showed it flying and taking off and landing and everything. And it showed that it all worked, and that showed them using the keypads and everything else like that. And so a bunch of people on Earth had all the information, the lock codes for getting into the ship, and they saw the armada of ships that was waiting for them on Mars, and they assumed, and they knew, so they saw the films and the videos that the Martians had or the people on Mars had sent back to them. So they knew it was all there and all waiting for them. All they had to do was get up there and take it, and kill the poor little 1.5. So anyway, and they did end up torturing the 1.5s and lots of things, trying to get more information, trying to get them to do more stuff for them. But like I say, basically, like I say, when they got to Mars, they realized that they were a bit big. So anyway, and the 1.5s were actually 1.5 tall. So anyway, yeah. So their plan to keep everything a secret from humanity and eventually have me killed didn't go so well. Yeah, like I stated. So anyway, and it was very well determined exactly who and what was going on, what their whole plan was, which is basically do what they had done on Earth, which is basically kill whoever's in their way and have sex and do drugs and then go to space and then kill whoever has what they wanted in space and have sex and do drugs and basically then conquer the galaxy. Only the ships were too small. So, yeah, and they were left on Mars with air running out and water running out, and eventually begging for pickup, but I don't think they ever got it. So they told all the information that they had and then died, I think. So anyway, I don't really know the exact details of their epic stupidity, but basically they were programmers or computer people or something like that, or someone, and had gone to space expecting for their biodomes and their city to be already built for them and ready and waiting. All they had to do was reach out and take it. Well, which after they killed the 1.5 and other people and broke away from the group to rush to their biodome and find out that it was a bit small. They couldn't even get to their lock. Anyway. So I think they played monsters and crush it, but they couldn't crush it. So anyway, I don't really know. But basically, everything on Mars was a bit small for them. So that's pretty much what happened. Anyway, and then I don't know. I guess maybe they turned tail and ran home. I don't know what they did after that. But basically, everything SpaceX had done was based on German design. It was designed in Germany hundreds of years ago. And was actually one of my projects, to go to Mars. So anyway, yeah, and I had funded it, and some crazy people had hijacked it and gone there and expected there to be an army there and biodomes, and they would live in luxury after they killed some little 1.5 and stuff like that. So, and they eventually did, I think, torture some 1.5s and even break their necks or something like that. They killed a couple, like 3 or 4 of them. Poor little guys. Anyway, it's very cruel what they did to those little guys. So, anyway, and then they would shove their arms down the hole to try and get them. Anyway, I don't really know the exact details of everything that they did, but they kicked up the domes with their feet and tried to stump them out. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much what they did with those people from, I think SpaceX or somebody, because they did go to space. And then later on, I think they lifted some gold tables to space for some strange reason, although I don't know why, and some other stuff. So I'm not exactly sure, but basically everybody that went to space found, well, and besides, like, space isn't that fun. It's much more fun on the Earth. So. Anyway, yeah, they were lying to everyone. So, yeah. And they had been in contact with Mars and a whole bunch of other planets. But the problem is, like I said, the planets already knew me. So, who's for a star? And they also knew that I was here on Earth. So, anyway, yeah. So then they were trying to keep everyone on Earth from there. So, yeah, whatever. Crazy. I also named America. Anyway, I don't really care. So, anyway, yeah, but that's basically the summary of the last 100 years or so, whatever, and pretty much what SpaceX was doing and all that other stuff. Just another crazy psychopath trying to get to space, trying to get someone to give them everything for nothing. Oh wow. Living on Germany's research and technology again. Wow. No one can admit it. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. So, basically there's not much out there in space. Earth was the nicest planet, and Mars didn't really have all that much. So, other than a couple other colonies with other life forms. They were very much happy living there. So, anyway, yeah, so that's what I guess SpaceX was doing. So. Anyway, yeah. Oh well. So anyway, then they got trapped there, I'm pretty sure. So if you want an update on what was going on. Well, there's a recap of pretty much what you weren't told about the SpaceX people or whatever. Anyway. Shouldn't expect other people to work for you like little slaves. That's not very nice, trying to smash the biodome. Anyway. Yeah, I know, the trees look big in the photographs. And everything worked, so they wanted proof that it worked. Oh well. Can't say.